Pager here with CineMilled with today's Tip Tuesday. Now this might be something you might find yourself in the future or that you have had in the past where we're on set, we just finished a setup, the director or the DP quickly needs to get a high angle shot. Now we don't have a cherry picker, maybe we have a crane, but we don't have time to build the jib or the crane. And so how do we get a really quick high angle shot? So today that's what I'm gonna show you how to do using the CineMilled Gimbal Dock. Now there's potentially a couple ways of doing this, but with the CineMilled Gimbal Dock, it is very safe and it gives you the freedom to pan and tilt while you're up there. So you can see here, we're using the CineMilled Pro Ring. Once we're up there, we're gonna wanna pan around. And if you're using the original DJI carbon fiber ring, it does come apart in half, but the side tubes stay on there. And so you're not gonna be able to pan very far before the lens hits the side of the ring. And so with the CineMilled Pro Ring, you can simply take the tubes off. Now that the tubes are off, you can pan left and right and you won't hit anything. The next thing I wanna talk about real quick is why I'm wearing this harness. So if you're not familiar with the CineMilled control panel, it actually does come with this really cool harness. And the reason why this harness exists is so that you can use the CineMilled control panel while you're up and running around without being attached to a tripod or anything like that, without having you have your hands free, right? That's the big point about this is I can now run around and do things. And oh, can you tilt the camera down real quick? I can now tilt the camera down real quick. You know, I can swing this to the side so I can pick something up. And so it just quickly hooks on, right? And we're gonna be using the Ronin 2 joystick to pan and tilt the camera when it's up there. So I took the gimbal off, handed it to my assistant, and now we're gonna put the gimbal dock on the combo stand. Of course, I could use a C-stand, but I really don't recommend that. C-stands, especially as you overextend them all the way to the top, they get really thin, and if there's a little bit of wind, I have seen plenty of C-stands just fold over in half. So what we're gonna use today is a combo stand, which is a light stand, which is much stronger. And most combo stands have a little spring-loaded baby pin. Mine is old and I don't have the spring anymore, but there you go. You can just tighten the baby pin there. And now we're gonna get our CineMilled Gimbal Dock, and now we're gonna tighten the knob right there. Now we can take our CineMilled Pro Ring, and here on the Gimbal Dock we have our safety locks. So, I mean, if everything goes wrong, you know, there's no way this can lift out of here anymore. Now, definitely before you get the gimbal up, one of the things you wanna do is you want to sandbag your stand with the heaviest sandbags you can find. These are shot bags, so they're extra heavy. At this point, before you raise the camera up, because you won't have access to the gimbal once it's up high, you want to turn on your Ronin 2 controller. Make sure, oh, there we go. Make sure you have control. All right, so now we're ready to go up high. Now, about the halfway point is probably a good time to point out that you should put the load over one of the legs, not in between the legs, just as you would with a C-stand, for example. Because once it's up there, we can pan around wherever we want. So, but the load is usually, we want to put it over a leg. So that's what we did. So for today's purposes, that is high enough. And actually, I only have a 2-stage combo stand, a 2-riser combo stand. They do make them in 3-riser combo stands, so you can get even higher. I have here a little wireless transmitter. I can now pan and tilt. There you have it. So we're way up high and we're filming within a moment's notice, without any cranes, without having to bring a cherry picker or anything like that. Just grab a combo stand, throw your gimbal dock on the combo stand, and get some grips to raise it up as high as it'll go, and you get yourself a really quick high angle shot. All right, well, in case you're wondering where you can find the CineMilled Gimbal Dock, the control panel, and our Pro Ring, that is of course on our website. All right, well, that's a wrap for tonight, and I'll see you on the next Tip Tuesday.